Salve tutti! This week brings update 0810 to World of Warships, and ahead of the patch notes tomorrow, I want to talk to you about one topic in particular: how to get the new commander, Sansonetti.
All on the bowling, Kitty is my darling. All on the bowling, bowling hall.
I've decided to split the 0810 Foghorn update into two halves because Wargaming have actually released quite a lot of information ahead of their usual Tuesday patch notes. The update should hit CIS and NA on Wednesday this week, and C and EU on Thursday. The update notes usually come out on the Tuesday, but the details of the second half of the Italian event are already published, and there are one or two things that I want to make sure you're aware of, as some things are different from normal. Tomorrow, once the patch notes come out, I'll cover off any additional items in a second episode of Foghorn. So the main event for update 0810 is the full line release of the Italian cruisers. The early release ships at tiers 5 to 8 will be joined by the tier 1 to 4 and tier 9 to 10 cruisers. If you have any of the early release ships in your port from 089, these will be converted into tech tree ships. The upgrades, signals and camouflages and so on should all remain as you currently have them. The one uncertainty for me is the commanders. You may wish to move your commanders onto the ships they will be played on, as when the update hits they may become trained on the ship they are currently on. Hopefully though, Wargaming has a more elegant mechanic, but it's best to be safe. You should retain ship XP so you can simply carry on up the line from wherever you're up to when the update hits. The update also brings a buff to the ricochet angles of semi-armor piercing shells. Nino Bixio, the tier 2, will bounce her SAP at 5 degrees or less from parallel to the armor plating and has a chance to bounce between 5 and 10 degrees. More than 10 degrees from parallel will always pen if it has the penetration. The tier 3 to 9 ships auto bounce at 0 to 10 degrees and have a chance to bounce at 10 to 20 degrees from parallel. Venezia retains her special 0 to 10 and 10 to 15 angles. This all means that SAP is effective on all Italian SAP cruisers, even against heavily angled targets after 0810 hits. If you're not sure whether you can penetrate a ship's side armour, aim for the bow, stern or superstructure, especially against battleships. You can find SAP penetration values in port, as well as every ship's armour scheme if you want to study up. Don't forget also that SAP is not limited to 10% damage against destroyers, so it will pack a punch against the little ones. There is also a Directive Bastes event during 0810 which leads to a collection. The prize for completing the collection is legendary Italian commander Luigi Sansonetti. His skills have changed a little since he was first announced. They are now a 15% buff to main battery reload for getting Confederate. Previously this was 5% for getting high caliber, but that's too easy in ranked. An 8% buff to firing range when you get your first kill, and a 10% buff to action time of all consumables when you reach 100 main battery shell hits. He also has a 75% expert loader and 7-knot torpedo acceleration skill. You can also enable a pennant flag, coloured tracers, and a signal flare visualization. His abilities will make him a useful commander for the new cruisers, or indeed the old ones, but I can also see a lot of players using him on Giulio Cesare and Roma for the range and reload buffs. Is he worth having? Yes. Let's look at how to get him, because it's not going to be easy. 4 elements of the event work in unison to deliver Sansonetti: directives, containers, tokens, and a collection. To get him, you have to complete the new Resolute and Rapid collection. To complete the collection, you need 16 items in 4 groups of 4. The next bit is important. Unlike all previous collections, the items will only drop from standard and premium event containers, the Resolute and Rapid containers, not the 089 Italian cruiser containers. They will not drop from daily containers. 1 item is guaranteed to drop from every container, standard or premium. However, it's possible to roll duplicates, thanks to mjester for reminding me of that fact, so you'll need at least 16 event containers, probably many more. How do you get containers and how many can you get? Well, as usual, you'll always have the option to buy premium ones, and Wargaming have also said that the event containers will be available in update 094, which should fall around April 2020 for coal if you don't manage to complete the collection during 0810. If you want all the details on exactly where everything comes from, take a look at the Italian Cruisers Part 2 article on the news portal, but the senior officer's summary is this. If you complete every mission of every directive and collect the daily login gifts and complete all the daily missions, you can get 6 containers from the directives, 3 containers from the daily drops, and enough tokens to exchange for another 29 containers if you include the extra 30 tokens from daily logins. The text and images in the article are very confusing as they total things up in several different ways, but my Discord has helped me check it, and that's a total of 38 standard containers available for free by playing and logging in during the update. Is that enough? It depends how lucky you are with duplicates. I haven't done the maths, but with just over twice as many crates as items, I think the odds are against you, assuming a duplicate exchange ratio of 5-1. If you get 11 unique items and you get all 38 containers, you should have enough duplicates to complete the collection. Thank you to my Discord for helping work those details out with me, especially to Kanato, who worked out why the article says 37 in some places and 38 in others. It's the extra 30 tokens from logging in that get the extra crate, because one crate costs 30 tokens. Normally at this point I'd be saying, well, but don't worry, because the items will drop from your daily crates over the next few weeks, but this time they won't. One piece of advice: don't exchange your duplicates as soon as you have enough to buy an item, wait. Your chances of getting a non-duplicate item are higher if you have more blank slots to fill, so save your duplicates until you have enough to complete the entire collection. If it looks like you don't have enough to complete the collection towards the end of the 4-week event, you only have 2 choices. Buy premium crates or wait until the coal ones next year. If you have any feedback on that, I strongly suggest you take to the forums and talk to Wargaming. If you manage to complete the collection through luck, the standard crates can also drop various signals, camouflages and other items. The premium ones drop larger amounts. Apart from crates, the tokens can be exchanged for camouflages, credits, premium time and signals in the armory. So I hope that makes the important bits of the event clear to you. The single takeaway point is that you must complete the collection within 0810 to get Sansonetti, or wait until 094 when coal containers will become available. As I said earlier, the patch notes for 0810 should arrive sometime on Tuesday, so I'll do a separate video to cover off anything outside of the Italian event content. There is definitely a tier 8 8v8 ranked with carriers, and also there are some lighting updates to several maps, but I'll leave that for part 2. If you'd like to support me, you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/StatsBloke, where I stream every Friday evening UK time and sometimes on Saturdays. I also have some kind patrons on Patreon who help me keep my biscuit tin stocked. You can join them over at patreon.com/StatsBloke. You can also simply like this video if you found it useful, and subscribe to the channel, and do leave a comment down below. I do read them. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.